Time Travels, Exploration of Lives Remembered. Chapter 13, Creator Beings. He got the giggles. Walking across the hotel parking lot with my rolling briefcase and purse, for the first time since becoming a QHHT practitioner, I sense Dolores is walking beside me in her previous human form. The awareness and sensation feels comfortable. It's a nice feeling, nothing to get excited about nor off-centered. We practitioners must be mindful that our energy is calm and reassuring for our clients. My excitement for Dolores' presence will have to wait for later. I arrive at the 4th floor hotel room. The client and I sit, and I give John the overview of the session. He places his hand over his heart while conveying his admiration, love, and gratitude for Dolores and her work. I share with him that Dolores is here with us. He replies, "Yes, she walked with you across the parking lot." I'm impressed with this remark, as it confirms without my prompt that Dolores is with all of us practitioners. And it is with John's statement about Dolores that alerts me that this session has a special element to it. John doesn't remember much of his early childhood. He was told he had a viral lung infection and was not expected to live through it. He also told of a twin brother that didn't live. When he was a child, he remembers very tall, large beings coming into his bedroom with spacesuits on, picking him up and taking him into the hallway. The only thing John remembers is being returned to his bed by them. This occurred repeatedly. He didn't dream these memories, they happened. He always wondered why they came. He said after a couple of times he decided not to fear it. They would only come after everyone in the house was asleep. John said he would like to find out what this was all about. I agree. Growing up, his body remained healthy except for sport injuries to the ankle, knee, and low back. He had surgeries on his right knee and ankle. He is a tall, husky-appearing man with a great deal of energy emanating from him. He shares with me that there are people that see him and run away. He also has people he has never met come up to him and tell him they work together in the other realms, and that it is a great honor to meet him. John is a spiritually awakened person. We begin the hypnosis. John is able to answer the first initial questions. Then he begins laughing. He tries really hard to suppress his laugh, but he can't. The more I read, the more he laughs. When I turn the page of the induction script, I think surely he will stop. He continues. We all know laughing is contagious. I have to do something, or I will end up laughing too. And then, where will we be? I stop the relaxation script and ask him what is happening. He tells me he can't stop laughing. I share with him this could be just his ego interfering. We start again. This time he goes deep and fast. He is nearly snoring. I'm impressed with the speed and depth of his relaxation. John is at the bottom of the ocean, admiring the fishes and the coral. We explore the sea life, and he thoroughly enjoys it. We leave this scene and go to another important day. He is a businessman who sets up medical centers for a living. He is on his way to work when his intuition tells him to return home. Upon entering the home, he can hear a hairdryer upstairs. He walks upstairs and finds the girl he lives with nervous that he had returned home. This interaction is how he learns that she is having an affair. Higher self. Barbara. Why was John shown the scenes of the underwater ocean fishes? Higher self. For peace. This is where peace is. Barbara. What were the lessons he learned? Higher self. He can be an observer. He doesn't need to do anything. Barbara. How do these lessons apply to his current lifetime? Higher self. He needed to be part of everything. This is not necessary. He just needs to be an observer. Be an observer, not be part of it. He's evolved enough at this time. Barbara. What is he to observe? Higher self. Everything. Nature. He needs to change the world. He needs to see the change of nature. Barbara. How is his father? Higher self. He's at peace. Barbara. Is his father available? Higher self. Yes, he's willing to come over. If there is a loved one who has crossed over and is available to visit during the hypnosis, I will ask on the behalf of the client for their loved one to come forward. I sit in silence while the client engages in conversation. Sometimes the client will talk out loud, while others are silent. Having the silence affords the opportunity for the soul on the other side to convey more messages each time the client listens to their recording. Barbara. Why did you show him the scene of the unfaithful woman? Higher self. He doesn't trust his instincts. Still, he caused it himself. He's helping her to be a better person. He had to learn. Barbara. Did he learn it? Higher self. Yes. Barbara. The twin that did not form in the womb. Would you tell us what happened? Higher self. He had a twin. They shared the same body for a while. The twin's out there right now. At some point in life, he will come back. The twin is watching over John. Barbara. John told us when he was quite young, he almost died from an illness. Can you tell us about that? Higher self. It was a bacterial infection. Normally, it would have damaged his brain. We didn't let it happen. Barbara. Was he considering leaving the body? Sometimes when a life-threatening illness or injury occurs, the original soul will leave and another soul will swap places. These are known as walk-ins and walk-outs. Higher self. No, more energy had to be put into the body in order for him to survive. Normally, it was not supposed to be this much energy. It was too much for a normal body to handle. In order for him to survive, we had to put in more energy there. He created other problems. He was a hyperactive child. Barbara. Was he able to dissipate that energy when he needed to? Higher self. Oh, he has excess energy still. Barbara. When he was that young child, did he stay in the body? No walk-in? Higher self. No. More of his own soul came in. He's the same soul. Barbara. How many times has he incarnated on Earth? Higher self. Hundreds and hundreds. Barbara. What about other places? Other planets? Total? Higher self. Countless lives. Barbara. More than thousands? Higher self. Yes, he's been to many planets and star systems. He has lives there. He had lives in the ships. He's a friend of yours, Barbara. You're old friends. He's a captain. He's working on peace missions. He's commanding a warship. Never had to use the weapons because he likes to make peace. Barbara. Who is he negotiating peace with? Higher self. Races who have been fighting for eons of time. They never get tired of it. This is another universe. Barbara. These other universes, do they have the contrast and concepts where people don't get along? Higher self. Not to this extent. Wherever there's trade, there's a problem. Here on the planet, there are a lot more things going wrong than trade. But the other galaxies and other universes, there are always problems. Even the higher dimensional systems and beings get into problems with other races. It's part of creation. Barbara. There's no right or wrong? Higher self. Right. Everyone is doing what they're supposed to be doing. Barbara. Could you share with us what is John's life purpose in this lifetime? Higher self. He came to the planet to say farewell, to say goodbye. Barbara. Is this his last lifetime on Earth? Higher self. Yes. He asked to come just one more time to say goodbye. He's done a lot of work. Barbara. Is there anything for him to accomplish while he's here? Higher self. You know how curious he is. Yes. He will write. He will write a lot of stuff. I'm not sure if he can write what he will think he will write about. He has a lot of followers. People trust him. He just doesn't know. People will follow him when he starts broadcasting that information. Barbara. What is he to write about? Higher self. He did express he wants help in writing. He wants to know history. All his life he wants to know more about history. Maybe some history. Earth changes. More people will listen to him because he will have a unique style of writing. He will teach in a hilarious way with humor. Especially the young children will love his writings. It's better to educate them than trying to educate non-listening adults. It's for all ages. The children will resonate and they will understand better than the adults. Barbara. Yes, these are the new children here. Higher self. Exactly. Barbara. They are very advanced. Higher self. They know who he is. They vibrate at the same frequency as him. Barbara. Will you help him with that writing? Higher self. He already knows everything. We just need to remind him. Barbara. He would like to know, does he have a relationship with the Anunnaki? Higher self. Yeah, he had a few lives with them. He doesn't actually like them. Barbara. What is it about them doesn't he like? Higher self. They claim that they generated modified humans and created the gods. He knows it's not true. He knows that they were part of the creation, but the real work was done by other races. He was other races helping to create man. Barbara. Well, isn't that part of you? Higher self. Yes. Barbara. What we call our higher self? Higher self. Yes. So he knows this, but he doesn't like to claim this. But he had lifetimes with them. Not as an Anunnaki, but when they were on the planet, he was in a human body. Barbara. So he knows better? Higher self. He knows them personally. He was a high priest for them. Barbara. Did he have a name as the high priest? Higher self. He does, but I don't want him to go there because I know him. He will start researching and he will get into this. He needs to cool down. Barbara. Does John have any karma to balance? Higher self. No. He came this time with karma protected. He has nothing. We used him in some missions. He thought he created karma. It was our missions actually. He's free of karma. Barbara. Do you have any more missions planned for him? Higher self. No. He has done more than usual. He has helped a lot of animals. He helps a lot of people. He raised a lot of children and sponsored them. He worked with environmental issues, governmental issues. Anything we told him not to do, he did it anyway. He didn't have an easy life, you know. Barbara. From what he shared with us, he's had a very fulfilling life, and he's done very well to be of service to humanity. Higher self. He's that guy. He goes till the end. This time, he was supposed to just watch and have fun. Well, now at least, he can do it from now on. Barbara. That will be good news for him. Thank you. He shared with us, since he was a small boy, he was approached by these beings in what appears to be environmental suits and was taken to the hallway and later brought back. Would it be possible to let him know what that was all about? Higher self. They were just scientists doing their job. His body couldn't fit the energies. The body couldn't handle the energy, so they needed constant progressions. Cell deformations was happening. So they needed to add cells, stronger cells, to his biological body all the time. So what he isn't supposed to remember, he does. Barbara, is it permissible for him to remember? Higher self, oh, it doesn't matter. It's old stuff. We didn't think he would remember that. Barbara, I know you have the ability to erase our memories. Was this something you forgot to do or something? Higher self, maybe we left a little reminder that we are here for him. Barbara, very nice. He did share with us he doesn't remember much of his childhood. Was it because of that or something else? Higher self, no, there was. We needed his presence up here for some special missions. So his body was there, but with a little energy. His presence was up here. Then, when he was finished, we sent him back. Barbara, when you say up here, does that mean a higher dimension? Higher self, yes, a couple of higher dimensions. He had to work on several missions. He has specialties. Barbara, is he to know about those? He is curious. Would it cause any harm for him to know? Higher self, there's some very complicated physics. He is one of the very few beings that knows about it. He is also a teacher here. He needs to train people, and there are some issues, physical issues in some dimensions. He had those repaired, so we needed him for a while, and he didn't want to go back to the same time he left the body because he wanted the body to grow a little older. So we put him back at age 5.5, something like that. Barbara, is he sharing a soul with anybody else on the planet? Higher self, he's sharing the soul of everyone. He's too old with the planet. The first moment this planet was created, he was part of the project. So actually every soul walking on the planet today is somehow stepping on a part of him in the past. He loves Earth, so he respects the very soul of the planet. He respects Gaia, and they are good friends. Barbara, do John and I see each other at night in the other realms doing our work? Higher self, oh, you're old friends. You will keep communicating on the planet, and please keep up the good work. Parting message. Higher self, enjoy the life. Enjoy being alive. Yes, he always must keep writing. The concept of a soul being in a human body with little energy, while the other part is in a higher dimension or realm, is a new concept for me. It shows us we really don't know what's going on behind the scenes until we explore it, such as in a QHHT session or through shamanic meditations, for example. I also find it comforting that the creator beings are here with us in the most exciting times of Gaia's lifetime. People such as this man bring a sense of order and structure in their aura that permeates the environment. My soul recognized him, and it felt awesome to hold him in my arms while expressing my gratitude to have this experience as humans.